Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Voyager class, Autobot, Ratchet. And finally, a proper full-sized mainline figure of G1 Ratchet, and I am so happy that I got this guy. And yeah, it's a great figure in my opinion. But before we take a deeper look at this guy, we're going to show off some various images of the packaging itself. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here we have 86 Ratchet fully transformed into his vehicle mode. And it's a van. It's a white van. White ambulance. Although, unfortunately, he doesn't have the red stripe like in the cartoon or like the Masterpiece toy, but oh well, it is what it is. You know, I don't really care about the red striping. I mean, it's molded in there, but it's not painted in, but oh well. But oh, I might paint it myself, I don't know, but anyway. And of course, they didn't paint the back windows or the tail lights. That's a bit unfortunate. I kind of wish they painted the back at least to make it more, so that they can break up the white, but oh well. And then you got the translucent blue plastic for the windows and windshields, and there's his head. And then there's an Autobot logo right there on the front. You got the windshield wipers molded in there, and the front bumper is painted in silver, which is nice. And unlike Ironhide, he has a siren on top. You know, he's an ambulance. He gotta have a he needs to have a siren, right? He needs to have his siren. So yeah. But that looks pretty good though. That looks pretty good. So yeah. But yes, this is a repaint / retool of the Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide. And when we bring in the comparisons, I will show off I will show off the main differences and the main similarities between the two figures. But you gotta have Ratchet because, you know, once you have an Ironhide, you need Ratchet. You know, it's very important. So yeah. And Ratchet has always been a repaint of Ironhide, well, the exception of the Bayverse and Energon, because Energon didn't have Ratchet, it only had Ironhide. But most of the time, Ratchet has been the white repaint of Ironhide. So yeah. And this Ratchet figure was the only way I could get a fully sized mainline figure of Ratchet himself, because I never found the Earthrise Ratchet, and I'm kind of giving up on that figure because now I have this one, and this one is vastly superior over to that one. So yeah, 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 leaps and bounds, worlds and galaxies better than the Earthrise one in my opinion. So yeah, because it actually has Earth wheels. Because the Earthrise one, it kept the Cybertronian wheels, which I thought was lazy. At least this one is proper looking, so more cartoon accurate, and I'm really happy with that. So yeah. Now he does include some accessories of his own. He includes the same guns that Ironhide came with. So here are the guns, and they're cast in black plastic and painted over silver. So yeah, very nice guns. And you can actually remove the siren if you really want to, and you can actually store the guns on top. Hey, that's a thing that you can do. And you see there are tabs also here, so you can actually use these tabs to store the sirens if you want to. And that's the thing. That's the thing that you can do. It doesn't really impede the rolling or something. It actually rolls very smoothly, even though you put the siren like underneath here. So hey, yeah, but there we go. Let's just plug the siren back on, because the proper storage for the guns is underneath the vehicle. So you can see these tabs, so just use those tabs and store them underneath the vehicle. And there you go. It gives him some exhaust pipes there, which is quite cool. And there you go. We have that. We have that going on. So yeah, there you go. So let's bring in some size comparisons. Here is Studio Series 86 Ratchet compared with some other Ratchets that I have. You know, they're basically Generation 1 colored. So we have the Siege Ratchet, the Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Ratchet, and the 86 Core Class Ratchet. And yeah, it's pretty cool that I have two 86 Ratchet figures of a different size class, and that reminds me of the time when I used to buy multiple figures of the same character but different sizes. So yeah, which is pretty neat. So yeah. because back in the day, I bought Dark of the Moon Ultimate Class Optimus Prime, and I also bought the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Prime, and which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice to have multiple figures of the same character with from different iterations, from different universes, and that's pretty cool. So yeah. It's just to show you that not every figure of the same character is based on the same mold. So there are different molds here. So yeah, and sadly I don't have Earthrise Ratchet to put in this comparison. But oh well, it is what it is. But anyway, moving on. And here we have 86 Ratchet compared with the Earthrise Deluxe Class Ironhide. So the main difference here between these two is that this is the Deluxe Class, this is the Voyager Class. So Deluxe Class, you know, this one had parts forming, and then the feet are just blatantly visible, and the laziness of the Cybertronian wheels. And at least this one actually had the yellow stripe, and then I think the Earthrise Ratchet figure also had the red stripe. I'm not sure. I don't have it, so I don't know. But I think the Earthrise Ratchet figure had the red stripe as opposed to this guy. And then this guy is the Voyager Class, which includes the all-in-one transformation, where it doesn't require parts forming in order to transform this figure. So this figure transforms from van to robot all in. So yeah, which is a huge improvement over this mold. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. And here we have 86 Ratchet compared with the other characters that died in the 86 movie. So here we have Ironhide, Prowl, and Brawn. Now, 3 of these are legit 86 releases. This is an Earthrise release, but I'm putting this in this shot because this guy was actually redone in the 86 line as the Dead Prowl. So I'm gonna keep this as my 86 Prowl. So there we go. But they look pretty good together, though. They look really good together, and yeah, again, they released a two-pack of this guy and this guy as the dead version. So who knows? They might actually make Ratchet and Brawn the dead versions in the future. So yeah. And what's interesting is that these 3 have translucent plastic for the windows, but this guy has solid plastic. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't know why. Don't know why from the 4, Brawn is the only one that has the solid color for the windows. So interesting. But let's bring in Ratchet and Ironhide closer here. So as you can see, yeah, Ironhide does not have the siren. Only Ratchet has, and but it's still weird that Ironhide had these tabs. But you know, you could use these tabs for the guns if you really want to. And yeah, not much different here. You know, in terms of the molding, everything is pretty much the same. I think you'll see more differences in robot mode, but as far as the vehicle mode goes, everything is pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same mold, but that's basically the gist of Ironhide and Ratchet. So they've always been the same mold. So yeah, there we go. So that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons right there. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with the vehicle mode itself, so let us transform Ratchet into his robot mode. So first things first, I want to remove the guns right here. Remove the guns from the underneath, and let's get started. Now, what you want to do first, focus camera, and my light has died. I need to bring the light back on. Okay, the light is back on. I don't know why the light died for a second there, but anyway, so focus camera, focus, thank you. So, first things first, I want to untab this section right here, just bring this down, like so, and then I want to bring this section, pull this out, you want to pull this out, you're going to use this nail, I'm going to pull this out, there we go, and there we go, just pull this out. Nope, you're not supposed to untab this yet. Okay, just pull that out. There you go. It tabs in very securely. So just rotate these in, just like that, and just bring this down like so. And there we got that. There we got that done. So now you want to split this section right here. Just untab this and bring this off to the side. Bring this off to the side, and there we got that done. So now we just untab the arms from these legs, and there we go. And then you can flip out the fists. Flip out the fists right now, and then you can split the arms. Let's bring them over, and they will thoop into place. Thoop and thoop. There we go. Alright, so now we can take the head out, bring this head up, and then flip this in, close all that up, and there we have the upper body all done. So now what you want to do with this section right here, you want to rotate at this swivel right there. So just rotate at the swivel right there, and then bring this down and clip that into place, and there you have that done. So now just bring this up, and that will soft click into place, and there we go. So now we can deal with the legs here. So just split all of this, and split all of this. And also, this section right here, this doesn't really tab in super securely, unfortunately. It tabs in very securely on Ironhide, but unfortunately for Ratchet, it doesn't really, it doesn't tab in super securely. But oh well, it is what it is. So, alright, just bring all this up. And I love the engineering for the legs. So, what you're doing with the feet here is just bring the foot down, just like that. And you're going to flip in this panel, and flip down this panel. And there you go, that forms the foot, and that is genius, that's very clever. So now just bring this panel down, like so. And you want to wrap this around his leg at the same time, tap that in. And there you have a leg all done. So now do the same thing on the side, bring the foot down all the way, flip this in, flip this down, and flip this panel down. And just bring all this down, and that will tab into place. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. So let me zoom out so you can see the full look here. So there we go. There is Ratchet fully transformed into his robot mode, and he looks really, really good in my opinion. Looks absolutely wonderful in my opinion. The robot mode just looks very cartoon accurate, and that is what I love about this figure. You know, just looks way more cartoon accurate than the Earthrise version. Looks so much better, and yeah, very, very well done figure in my opinion. Despite being a repaint, he's a well done figure in my opinion. So let's get in closer so we can take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt is quite ratchety, very, very nice. You know, nice gray paint for the head crest, nice silver for the face, blue for the eyes. The red crosses are not actual red crosses, but that's okay. I understand why that's the thing. So, but nice Autobot symbols on the shoulders. Got red painted fists. They actually painted the fist all around red, so that's quite nice. Very, very nice. And crotch plate is a new crotch plate, so that is remolded on this figure. And I think this is also there's a solid no, there's no tabbing connection with the crotch. I don't know what I'm saying. So anyway, I thought the crotch panel had something to tab onto, but no, not really. Not really. So yeah, all around he looks really, really good. Looks very, very good, and you can see how the legs worked. The way the legs transformed. I still love the engineering for the legs, and you know, very, very clever engineering, and yeah, just an all-in-one transformation, no parts forming required, and that's quite amazing. So yeah, very nicely done. Now the articulation is pretty much the same as Ironhide. The head is on the ball joint, can rotate full 360. Shoulders can rotate full 360. Can move in and out. Can reveal more detailing. So that's pretty cool. There's a bicep swivel, elbow joint, and there is a wrist rotation, and the hands can move down due to transformation. There is waist rotation. You can flip out this panel right here to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move up that far. Can move back that far, and can do the full splits. Thigh swivel, knee joint right there, whoops, and one of the siren just popped off. And you have ankle tiltage right there, and of course the feet can move down due to transformation. So there we go. I need to find that siren real quick, so I will be right back. Alright, got it. Yeah, the sirens can, you know, they can pop off really easily, but if you don't want to remove the sirens, I would require adding a dab of glue, but I might actually do that actually, because I'm not even gonna use these tabs for the siren, because, you know, I mean, you could use these tabs. I mean, yes, you can. I mean, they don't hold that well. I mean, that's a thing you can. That's the thing you can do. You can store these there. I mean, that's the thing you could do, but nah, I prefer to leave them here on the back of his leg. So yeah, I might actually put a dab of glue onto that siren right there so that they won't come off on you. So yeah, but otherwise, very well done figure. Just very, very well done. It just looks so good. Looks so freaking good, and I love the engineering. Love the engineering. So alright, so now we bring in his guns. Let's bring in his guns. And again, you can tab in these guns right here. You could use those tabs if you really want to. Hey, that's a thing you can do. And you can just store them right here if you want to. If you take off the siren and use those tabs, you can do that if you want to. But he's a warrior, so you want to have him hold his guns. So yeah, there we go. And he can fight in the war between the Autobots and the Decepticons. So yeah, he's not just a medic, he's a fighter. So I mean, in my universe, he's a fighter. So yeah, but there we go. Yay, he's all armed up with his weaponry. So there we go. So now let us bring in some size comparisons. And here we have 86 Ratchet compared with the Siege Ratchet, the Core Class Ratchet, and the Bumblebee Movie Ratchet. So you can see how the Ratchets look together. So there we go. And here we have 86 Ratchet compared with the Earthrise Ironhide. Now, 86 Voyager class Ratchet is a little bit shorter than the Earthrise mold. But honestly though, this mold leaps and bounds better than this one. Just looks more cartoon accurate, and looks more very G1. And this one is very stylized. I still like this figure, but if I had to keep one, definitely this one. I definitely have to. I would have to keep this mold, and send this to somewhere else. That's what I would do if I had to choose one. If I had to keep one, and have that remain as my definitive. If I had to keep one and have one remain as my definitive Ratchet, definitely this one. Definitely this one. So yeah. It's a sad thing I really don't have Earthrise Ratchet, so this is the only way I could do this comparison, so yeah. But anyway, moving on. And here we have 86 Ratchet compared with Brawn, Prowl, and Ironhide, and they look pretty good together. So yeah, very nicely done, you know. I don't think Prowl is gonna get a new mold in the future. I think this is the main definitive G1 Prowl. Yeah, and this one, the definitive G1 Brawn, definitive G1 Ratchet, and definitive G1 Ironhide. So yeah, all right. So now the main differences between these two figures are the crotch area and the head area. So those are the two main differences between the two. Other than that, you know, it's pretty much the same figure. But that's you know, that's expected. You know. When they made the Core Class Ratchet, you know, they also made the Core Class Ironhide. You know, the same thing with these two. They made this guy, they had to make this guy. So yeah, but yeah, all in all, they look really good together, and I'm so happy that I finally have Ratchet in my collection. So yay! Yeah, yo. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mod comparisons right there. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ratchet, and a very well done figure in my opinion. Despite being a simple repaint and a simple retool, it's very well done. You know, this looks like Ratchet. It looks like G1 Ratchet. Yeah. Robot mode looks great. The vehicle mode looks really good. Although the vehicle mode could have used a bit more color, like the red stripes, they could have painted the red stripes on there, and the vehicle mode, the back of the vehicle mode, could have been painted a bit more. You know, the tail lights, the window, the rear bumper as well. Yeah, would have been nice. At least Ironhide did have the silver rear bumper, but yeah, that's my one complaint. My only gripe with the figure is that the lack of paint in the vehicle mode. But yeah, but other than that, you know, I don't really have any QC issues on mine. You know, nothing breaks. You know, everything works as it should, even though it had clear plastic. And the transformation works very well. It's very intuitive. It is very enjoyable. So yeah, definitely a fun figure to mess with. And yeah, this truly the best mainline G1 Ratchet that we have ever gotten. Just way better than the Earthrise version, in my opinion. So, yeah, just the way that he transforms with the all-in-one transformation, that you don't really need parts forming to transform this guy. Yeah, Hasbro did a great job on that. So, really good. Really well done. I especially love the feet transformation. The way the feet transform, very clever. Very clever, in my opinion. I love that. I will always love transforming this mold. This mold is super fun. Super fun. So, but that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, so I got this guy from One Toy. So if you want to get Ratchet of your own, hunt him down. And if you do hunt him down, buy him. He's great. He's great. So yeah, he'll definitely look good on your shelf. So I definitely highly recommend him. So yeah, there we go. And if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give him a solid 9 out of 10. The only thing that kind of prevents him from getting a 10 out of 10 is the lack of paint in the vehicle mode. But other than that, he's great. He's great. So, all right. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Studio Series Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Autobot Ratchet. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to the other one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.